Yo people, welcome back to another video here on the channel. We're doing a fucking tier list. Fuck it, we ball. We haven't done a tier list in a little bit. I believe we did one for 2.5, like our first thoughts on it, and then proceeded to barely play the season. Obviously didn't want to do, also it was 1.5, not 2.5, sorry. We're in 2.5 now. We did one for 1.5. Got roasted, just absolutely flame boiled in the comments. But honestly, some of those picks was kind of right. Just saying. But yeah, we're here for the season 2.5 one. We didn't want to do one for season 2 because I didn't play the game, but we're playing again now, so here we are to do another one. And I'm just gonna roll right into it. However, if you're watching this and you try to leave a comment, fuck you. You know that? Alright, let's just start with Adam Warlock. He's D tier. I'm sorry. He's so bad, especially with flyer meta right now. Everyone can just fucking ping him out from the sky, dude, and it's just no mobility. It means he's gonna die. And I'm Lord on Warlock. I wish he was good, but he's so bad. And he's been nerfed slightly as well, as far as I've heard. I haven't actually played him because I cannot be asked to play him. I have played probably like only 30 games so far being back this season. Once again, I'm low. I'm low right now, alright? I'm not that good. Don't take this seriously. I'm just having a bit of fun and wanting to make a video, alright? But yeah, Warlock D tier for sure. This man just has no mobility. His ult is just a knowledge check, and because the game's been out for so long, people know, alright, I hear Born Again, let me go over there and just murder everyone, or let me just pop ult, get a free kills. His ult is useless. His ult's okay if you just want to bring back like one person, but you cannot do the team-wide ults anymore. He's just not the most damaging support really anymore. It's just the more people have knowledge on the game, the worse he gets. Black Panther, I said he was pretty bad before, but people have actually started to learn him. Like he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The tickle monster is no more. He's actually getting up there. Like, I've seen so many actual one combos and team wipes with Black Panther. He was a lot better when Dive was still good. Now, with it being fly meta, he can't do much against flying characters. However, flying characters honestly can't do much against him because he just has so much mobility. But it's like, I still think he's alright. His damage is really good. You're interesting. Black Widow, because on one thing, she's still pretty bad, can't one-shot. Sniper character can't one-shot, you need godlike aim to really make this work. However, she is obviously pretty good into all these flyers, because, I mean, they're up in the air, she's one of the only sniper characters, she can definitely help deal with them. However, I still think she's just bad at baseline, right? Because it's like, obviously, if you have high aim, good aim, you can absolutely roll on this character. As long as you know what you're doing, are getting the right spots, I think you can absolutely cook. I think, honestly, all characters right now are in a actual good spot where you can do something on them. No one really comes to mind just first thoughts of, oh, this character is unplayable right now. I think everyone is, actually, we'll get to that later. One character is a little unplayable. You can play him, but, oh boy, and I've actually played him, and it's fun, however. But yeah, and then Captain America, but yeah, that's Black Widow placement. I think that's fair enough where she can be good, and I think she's honestly better than Warlock, because Warlock's just in such a bad position with no mobility, and healing is okay. I mean, he kind of reminds me of a worse Ultron, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to say it straight up, as I've played both in a maining Ultron now. Worse Ultron, I'm just saying it. Captain America is still so fun. I know he got hella buffed and made dive meta really good, and people were like, they remember in season 0 Captain America changes and were like, oh, he's just so bad, there's no way he's good. And then the buffs came, people started playing him, he was amazing. I loved him, dude. There were so many clips out there of people just absolutely balling on Captain America, and still are. Obviously, he's a little worse now. Dive meta is not as big of a problem. However, I still think he's okay. Like, I'm gonna put him in A tier for now. I might change things later, but I think A tier for now. The character I never know how to place. Because here's the problem with Cloak and Daggers. There's a million of them. Everyone and their mothers have fucking Cloak and Dagger lords. So I don't know where to put them because sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're bad. Like the alt is obviously going to always be good. However, what do they do, man? I've never played Cloak and Dagger personally, and it's like I see them, but most of the time it's just either them healing me, which is good. They are good support, or they're dying. They just don't not they. It feels like they have no impact outside of their ult. They feel like just an ult bot character. And if you want to be an ult bot character, you have one that can actually make an impact and be an ult bot. Or you could just play Invisible Woman, who also ult bot, but you're able to get ult faster, honestly. I don't know if that's exactly true, but at least you have more survivability than on Cloak and Dagger. And, you know, you're not the a million and one Cloak and Dagger main. I don't know why so many people play this character. I think they are good. I don't think it's good enough for me to put them in, like, S or A, just because there's nothing cool about them. I'm gonna just say it straight up, very basic character. Oh, where the fuck do I put Doctor Strange? Because I've been a Strange hater. I'll say full with chest. I didn't think he was very good when I played him first. Obviously, if you're high elo and you know how to do your rotations right, this character is busted. However, is he still just as strong? I mean, the alt is really good. You have portals are kind of obviously knowledge checks, so they're getting worse and worse, and people just aren't getting creative enough with them yet. Give it time, I'm sure Strange Shoes will find something sick to do with them. I mean, we obviously had the portal trick at start of the game, throw people off maps, teleporting to. It's just, I don't see many people doing cool portal things anymore. The alt is obviously super good. However, as a tank, he's not as survivable and he doesn't have as big of an impact. Obviously, that alt's always going to be good. However, is it good enough for S tier still? I don't like. He's definitely above Cap. I can't put him below Cap, right? Like he's just such a consistent tank, right? And the alt is just so good. I mean, he has so many options, right? I think it's probably personal preference for me to put him in A over S, but I'm gonna put him in A. Emma Frost. I don't understand this character at all. Obviously, I wasn't playing when she first came out, and I've seen her now, and it's like, what? Huh? How are you a tank? I don't understand. Because it feels like she just says high HP pool. She obviously doesn't look like a tank. I don't think anyone, if anyone is debating, oh yeah, if you showed Emma Frost's perspective to an outside Marvel or Rivals gamer, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, that's the tank role. No, they're going to think it's either a strategist or a DPS for sure. But it's like, her alt's bad. I'm just going to say it straight up. I think you have to be really good to get any use out of that alt, because the fact that people can still, like, it's basically just a worse Groot alt almost in a sense, because yeah, sure, you have all attention towards you, and it is good for a tank alt, I'll give them that. It's an interesting thing. It's basically a taunt. However, they can still hit during it. Like, obviously, Groots, they can still hit during it as well. They can't use abilities, which I believe same with Emma Frost. However, you can still M1, you can still primary fire, and usually she just gets blown up. Like, I'm sure if you had your supports working with you, it can work very well, but, like, why not just play Groot, pull them all into one place to nuke them easier that way, rather than, oh, they're all looking at me and pulling towards me. I don't know, man. The alt's iffy. I don't see her doing much damage at all. The CC is good. I'll give her that. She's just, I don't know, man. I'm gonna put her in middle. I think she's mid, man. I'm just gonna say it straight up. Her alt feels a little weak, and her kit in general feels a little weak. That might be just though that I'm playing way too much Ultron. Might be a chance, but I haven't had a single point now where I can go, yeah, the Emma Frost, That's what won us this. No, like all the other characters, I can be like, yeah, they had a good moment here or there, other than like Black Widow, but that's because I don't see Black Widows often. I'm not higher skilled enough yet. But yeah, it's like, she's a tank. She's there. Not gonna do much, but she's there. It's an HP bar. Groot. Because I do still think he's really good. However, he's been weakened by the fact that we're in flyer meta right now. The fact that he can't do much against flyers, if pretty much nothing. However, I still think his damage is pretty good, and obviously his survivability is really good. He is also weakened by, I know I saw this once, obviously Emma is still really popular, even though I think she's iffy. I'm sure other people are going to be like, what, are you stupid? Have you seen the videos? Emma Frost is busted right now. And then it's going to be like, oh, she's gone. Same thing happened with Thor, I'm just saying. I got shit on so much for that Thor call, and now look at Thor. Look at Thor now, just saying. But yeah, and Luna Snow, obviously, Luna Snow, she got the team up to make her really busted now, but I'm just saying, those two characters, predicted one bad, one good, and look at us now, just saying. Alright, but Groot, I don't want to put him in B tier, because I do think he deserves better, but I think he's here. I do think he's a better Emma Frost. I feel like Black Panthers can, maybe here, actually. I think he is better than Black Panther. He's definitely not better than Cloak and Dagger, though. I like that. Let's just get this over with, yeah? I don't think I have to explain myself on this pick at all. Hela, we'll see. Hela, I'm not fully convinced S tier perfect, because she's not, it's obviously not as bad as Season 0. The Altas feels a lot worse. I think people just knowledge check. I don't think it's been nerfed too much over the seasons, but it's like, still, we're in flyer meta right now, and she's still really strong. You're a bastard among men, alright? You shouldn't exist, alright? Especially not that team up. Holy shit, that team up is cancer. That shit is crazy, man. Who thought to give the one-shot sniping character a way to freeze people in place? He already has his ult. Like, you basically just gave him an ult. Also, it's infinite range, pretty much. I think it does have a range, but it's, like, very far range. And it goes through everything, even shields. In high elo, this thing, he needs to be perma-banned. And one-shot headshots, not fun to play against. So they're going in S tier no matter. Hela, I've found with flyers, you can just play a little closer to the ground so that the healers can heal you and you're alright. Like, they just can't burst you down as quickly. So it's like, yeah, alright. But you disgust me. On to Hulk. Hulk's a weird one, right? Because we no longer have the Gamma Charge with Iron Man and Strange, so he's a little worse there. He does still have the anchor bonus from giving Namor his boost too. I think that character's still really good, especially into this fine meta, but we'll get to him a bit later on. Hulk, I don't know where to put you. Because sometimes you'll see a Hulk who is an absolute monster diving into the backline, murdering things and getting out easily. And then you just have some people that do not understand the character at all. Go in, die, become Bruce Banner, die again. It's 50-50 on this character. I think he provides really good support. You can obviously, if you hit the stun, the little like gamma spit up, you can stun them out of the sky, and that can still be really good. He can't do much against flyers, though, is the big problem outside of that. So he's like, he's not bad. He's just big HP bar, gets to do. He's obviously better in dive meta compared to now, I think. He can still be really good because he's just big HP bar. However, I don't know if he's really that good. I'm going to make a crazy call here. I'm going to put him in C tier. Like, I could see the argument for higher for sure. I think I may just be ruined by seeing Hulks that do just play horribly. Like, there are some Hulks out there that have made me rage by the way they're able to get into backline, assassinate everyone, and get out before the team turns to shoot on them. It's crazy. but I do think C tier feels appropriate because most of the time I just do not see that. So maybe a little bit of bias. Let me know in the comments. You know what? Give me all the hate comments on Hulk. I love the character in general. Like, Hulk is my favorite Marvel character. Actually, Red Hulk is, but second favorite. However, I don't like his kid in game. It's iffy. Where the fuck do I place you? I have yet to actually play with or against a Human Torch in total. Like, it's flyer meta, but there's no Human Torches. I don't get it. Where? This character, I swear, has to be one of the least played, if not the least. I don't think least played because Black Widow exists. However, and Iron Fist, to be fair. Iron Fist, I never see them either. However, man, for flyer meta, I just do not see you. So I have to just go on what his kit does and how good I think he would be. Like, I think the main flyer meta right now, everyone talking about Iron Man, Storm, Ultron. These three are menaces of the time. Ultron, not so much, but because it is flyer, because these two are so good and he gives team up, it's like, yeah, might as well have Ultron up there so that he can heal them as well easier. But Johnny Storm, he's like the fourth one where it's like, yeah, you're a flyer. However, I don't see you. I don't know how good you're really going to do into this stuff. It's like you do, I believe his Firestorm combo is still in here with Storm on top of the Jeff one, but I'm not certain. Huh. You're a weird one. I'm just going to put you C. And that's just based off of I have no idea. I'm not sure how good he's really going to do. I do think he does better than these, but I'm going to have to see him first. Like, I didn't play during 1.5 or 2 much at all either, so I can't really say with certainty that, like, oh, he was good here, so he's probably good now. Like, I imagine he's good, but I need to actually see him in game to see, like, where I want to place him. So, sorry if Human Torch is really good. My bad, my bad. Invisible Woman, huh? You're another difficult one. Because just first instincts there. But I think I just like Invisible Woman too much, and that's not Gooner Brain, I swear, alright? No. I just really like the kit, and the Invisible is very nice. It's nice to get up around the alt. I think a really good way to do a support alt. I'm fine with putting her there. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going to complain and be like, no, Cloak and Dagger's so much better. Are you stupid? But I think she's so good. And especially, honestly, with flyer meta, I believe her ult goes all the way up compared to Cloak and Dagger's obviously only ground. So, I'd say she's pretty good. And, honestly, really good with Iron Man, because you ult inside there and they don't know where it's coming from. I think you're here. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. NetEase, I believe NetEase makes rivals. I'm gonna look real stupid if that's not true, but they do not know what to do with this character. Obviously, everyone complained when he was basically flying around and just killing all the Iron Mans and stuff. He was probably, honestly, a reason why Iron Man's reputation was so bad during Season 0, was because it's just like, oh yeah, this melee character can murder Iron Man. It's like, oh, but I don't think they did it well on changing him. They kind of tried to change him to be a, like, semi-Wolverine, just more mobility, basically, and more kind of 1v1 potential compared to Wolverine's pretty much a straight, like, tank buster, I'd say, at this point. Obviously, he can make some picks and bring him into your backline, so it's still, like, that is an option here. However, in terms of just straight duels, I would give it to Iron Fist is a little better. So I think I'm fine with him here, because it's still, he's just doesn't do much. You have to be really good with this character to make it work. I think you can. If you put a lot of hours on him, you can make him work and you can do it really good. You just need to know your flank angles. You need to know when you can win fight. You need to know when you can parry. You need to know when you can make the town halls cheaper. It's like, there's so much there, man. I feel like you need to be really good. Most of the people are going to get on it, try to just fist fight people, and die horribly. However, you can be good. Iron Man, you're really good right now. I can't not put him in S, right? That beam makes me want to cry, especially when I'm playing Ultron. Holy shit, can you not do anything against the unit beam when you're on Ultron? if you don't have shift up. To be fair, you can, if you have shift up and have cover like someone around, you can get out of it. I shouldn't say never, it's just most times you are getting melted by that thing. There is no fighting that thing if he is within range and with beam. You can't win with Ultron. He's just really good, and he's making the meta right now. I think it's fair enough for me to put him in S tier. Oh, buddy. You're a tough one, because right now you're not good. However, it might be no. I think I just got it. What? I didn't know this was a thing, but yeah, no. I gotta put you like here. I think. Honestly, no, you're above Widow, I think. I think you're above Widow. I mean, the ult is still really good. It's basically a confirmed overtime win, right? If you're good on Jeff. However, his beam is not very good for damage. He has a lot less mobility now that his like surf is nerfed. It's so much easier to kill him when he's running towards edge now. It's like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna put him in D tier for now. I'm just gonna, normally I do predictions on where these changes will land these characters. But honestly, even with my predict, I don't think I can cope hard enough to say, oh yeah, Jeff is still going to be a monster. No, obviously you're going to get mad at him when you get 6-man thrown off the point with his ult, but does that make him good? No, it just makes him really cheesy, I'd say, because outside of that, he's not really a character. I'll be honest, he's just a little, like, water gun over there. Low-key. Low-key? Might be good. I just don't see him much. However, that the immortal fields make like playing tanks so cancers, because like, wow, I just dived these squishies and now I have to kill these runes, so I'm probably gonna be dead before I'm able to kill them. Huh. I do think he's honestly good. I'm gonna put him here. I'm going to put him above Cloak and Dagger. I'm going to make the call. I think he is really good. He can do a lot of damage if the right person's playing him. Invisibility is always going to be at least somewhat good. You know, I never realized we have 2 invisible supports. Huh. Huh. And no invisible DPS. Huh. It's mostly a shot at Overwatch 2. Fuck you. Fuck Sombra. Can I go back to talking about Loki? You know what? I'm just gonna put her here. I'm just gonna say this, man. She's the best support in the game. 12 seconds. There are ults now that can kill her during it, and I'm so thankful for it. And that people are learning to just Magneto ult, Iron Man ult, just any ult that can kill her, just throw it at it as soon as we hear that goddamn music. But holy shit, is she cancerous? She can do more damage than... She's the highest damage support. I'm just going to say it straight up. In terms of if you can hit headshots. Obviously, if you don't, a little worse. But we still have the freeze. She does so much damage while still having so much healing. I think it is fair enough for me to say S. I don't care what anyone says. And then she gives team up to Hawkeye as well. That's cancerous. I'm just going to put her in S. I don't care what you say. She's S tier. Magic. You're a weird one, because you're another character that is really good in the right hands, but really bad if not in the right hands. I do think you're a better Iron Fist. Is this our first, like, no, we had Black Panther. I do think you're worse than Black Panther. I think I'm kind of fine with this. I think top of C makes a lot of sense, but is she, I like this. I like this. I think Hulks have a lot more opportunities than Magic. I think you can be really good with Magic. Don't get it twisted. This character can be really broken. It just takes a lot of skill, as most of the flankers do. Magneto. You don't see many Magnetos these days. They're not as around. Obviously, before in like Season 0 and stuff, this was like the go-to. I don't play tank, so I'm just going to lock in Magneto. Now it's more so, I think, Roots and like Emma's, because Emma's new, so they're like, oh, let me just play new characters. Sure, why not? Also, Hornballs. Where do I put the grizzled old man, dude? The ult's really good. I think now that our people are getting more used to the character and know to send out the ult before it explodes in their hands. And dude, some of these Magnetos are goated on hitting things in the sky. I've been hit with a few Magneto ults while playing Ultron, which is crazy to me. Maybe it's just heat sinking because he's, you know, good against metal characters, but dude, it's disgusting. But where do I put him? I think he goes in B here. I'm kind of happy with this, I think. I think this is fair, just because, oh, but he is good. Like, no matter what, I think he's going to be your best just shield character, right? Like, I think he's just the easiest, best shield character. However, does that give him enough to be above these things? I think this is fair. I do think he's still better than Groot, especially now that Groot can't do much against flying characters. Ultron can not do much, but he can at least shield his team better from him, and he can kind of hit them because of explosive bullets, but it's like they need to be close to a wall for that to really matter much. But I'm still not mad with it. Dude, this character fell off a cliff, can I say? Season 0, her and Luna Snow everywhere. Now, you do not see Mantis as often, and I don't get why. I think she's okay. I don't think she's as bad as everyone says. However, I think this is fair. No. I don't know. I need to see more Mantis. I could make a risky play and say she's above Emma, but I think this is fair. Because I just don't see her, man. I'm iffy on it. I could definitely see her placed a lot higher, because her ult is still pretty good. It's basically kind of a worse Luna ult, though, if we're being for real. Because you can still very much die in Mantis ult, and I know she's been kind of nerfed over the seasons, where it's like, I don't know, the sleep is really good if you can land it well. However, she just doesn't have much agency, if that makes sense. It's most of your time is spent deciding where to put your heal and where to put your damage boost, and that's about it. You're not doing much yourself, really. So there. Oh, I wish I could put you in D tier. You are honestly really bad now, though. Honestly? I'm going to put him there. Even though, if it was in terms of straight hatred, probably here. And, no, probably here. Luna Snow, still Cancer. However, in terms of straight hatred, I would put you in S tier so easily. My PTSD will never heal. Alright? But I'm going to put him here. I'm fine with this. I do think he's still better than Magic. I would say, oh, if you're a good Moon Knight, you can make it work. However, good Moon Knights don't exist, alright? None of you have good aim. You're all schizophrenic bastards, alright? And I hope you die. I hope the moon haunts you forever. Hate you. I'm glad you're bad right now and not getting picked as much, because I'm so glad I'm playing Ultron, by the way, because I can just shift out of the ult at any time. I get hit with so many less now. It's so, just hearing the moon haunts you and then dying is the saddest thing ever, man. I will always have PTSD of this character. Fuck you, Moon Knight. Reed Richards, kind of a slept-on pick, and definitely a one-trick main that can work very well. You know what? I'm going to make a crazy call. I'm going to make a crazy call here. I'm going to put him here. I think he is really good. Like, in the right hands especially. In the lesser hands, not as good. However, I still want to put him here. I'm going to say it. I think he's just really good. I haven't seen a Mr. Fantastic yet this season that I'm like, that guy's bad. Or I haven't seen one this season where that guy's bad. I've only seen really good ones that I'm like, holy shit, they make the character work. Obviously, his ult got buffed. I do believe it seems like it's buffed for sure, and I've heard people say it's buffed, so I'm just gonna make assumptions. That's the best way to do things, right? I'm going to put him in A tier. I think I will get absolutely flamed for that pick. However, I think he's so good. Like, he's so unkillable right now. He gets shielded so much. His cooldowns are on very low amounts. I think he can win a lot of 1v1s into non-tanks. Obviously, tanks have a bit of an advantage. However, even some tanks I feel like he can still beat. See, I'm a Namor player, right? And I could put him in the right ranking, I think. You know what? He got nerfed a little bit, right? He got nerfed a little bit in terms of, I believe he does a little less damage. However, his ult is bigger, so it's more of a readjustment. And I believe the ult technically does less damage. However, you don't really use the ult for damage unless you're trying to one-shot a Cloak and Dagger or a Luna Snow. More so, it's the stun into damage. get them sitting there so that you can either headshot or just place the squid down and blow them up. I think that he's really good in flyer meta, though, because the squids are going to shoot at them most of the time. Iron Man can deal with the squids okay, the rest really can't, especially not Storm. Storm gets shredded by these things. However, I think I'm going to put him in A. I could definitely see the argument for S. However, as a Namor player, I'm going to be like, dude, he's not a top tier, dude. He's just really good, I swear. So it's still not my main, technically. However, DPS main for sure. It's my most played DPS by a lot. Penny. Oh, here's the thing. I want to put her in S here because I think she is genuinely the best tank right now. However, she doesn't come close to these four. I think she is better than Namor. Oh, dude. You know what? I'm just gonna put her bottom of S. I think the double nest makes her really good. Obviously on offense, not so good. However, on defense, oh, it's so hard to get through a Penny that knows where to put her mines, and the fact she has two nests. Oof, man. It's kind of absurd. I think she's really good on defense. Offense, not so much, but can still at least be played. Like, godlike defense and okay offense, I think she deserves an S ranking right now. Obviously not, like, amazing into the fire meta, but she still has her web to pull them down. Like, Iron Man can blow up the nests, Ultron can help a lot against the nests, Storm honestly can't do much against the nests, and so he's not doing much at all against nests, I'm sure. I mean, I guess he could put a little, like, fire spot over one and just not care about it, so he probably does alright. But I'm fine with this ranking. I think even with Flying Meta being really good right now, I think she's still one of the best tanks, if not, I think just straight up best tank. Psylocke. I haven't seen her. She's like Moon Knight where she's fallen off a cliff. I think she's a little worse than Moon Knight. Because, well, yes, he's a big ult spammer, and she's a big ult spammer. That's all she really has outside of maybe good flanks, but it's a lot harder to hit those now when everyone is just up in the air. So I think she's a little worse. I'm gonna put her here. Fuck it, it's my tier list. Rocket, fuck you. This is mostly just flaming Rocket players because they get so angry about it. You know what? I'm putting them in bottom of the tier list. I'm gonna annoy them. Scarlet Witch. His character's actually gotten better, which is surprising to me. She's like okay into the flyer meta because she doesn't have to aim, right? And she does have technically a way to get up there. Ult's still not good. Like, you need a CC ult before that to really get good work out of this. However, I mean, I think she is. She has the team-ups now as well, I do believe. I think she has new team-ups. I haven't seen them, though, because no one's been playing this character, really. Am I really... You know what? I'm gonna put her there. No, Moon Knight's still... Maybe that's the PTSD talking, but yeah. It's like, it's still, she doesn't do a lot of damage very quickly. Like into higher ranks, she's going to be still really useless. I guess I should go back and talk about Rocket a little bit. You players do nothing. You just heal bot, and it's like, cool, play like that. However, I'm always going to be mad when I press tab and see 400 damage, brother. I'm never going to accept that, alright? I don't care if he has so much healing. He has 400 damage. Him alone wouldn't be able to win, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just always going to be a Rocket hater. It just doesn't add up in my brain to be like, oh, all healing. Like, he has revive, and there is good utility around it, but I don't know. I'm also a bit of a Mercy hater, so maybe it's just I'm a big hater. Spider-Man. Okay into flyer meta. In general, bad, though. Unless you're really good. However, I do think he gets bumped up a little bit about flyers being good, because he can deal with flyers. Don't let any Spider-Man man lie to you. Don't let Necros lie to you, alright? This man can deal with flyers, alright? It's relatively easy to hit the flyers with stuff as Spider-Man. I don't know why, it just is, alright? All I know is these Spider-Mans be goddamn menaces out here. However, is he good? Yeah, I like that rating. Yeah, fuck it. We're going that. Squirrel Girl! I don't know where to place you, because your ult's really good. You're good general damage. You have a way to hit flyers out of the air. Yeah, I don't think you go, like, fully down if you're hit by the acorn. However, it does pull you down a bit, discombobulate you. It's not too hard to hit Squirrel Girl shots on flyers, I find. But it's still like you're kind of countered by flyers because your shots do dip down, so they have gravity, so. Hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna call it a day. Just general first rankings put you there. I think your ult's really good. However, I think people are finally learning that they can just shoot the ult now to kill it. It's not just oh, she ulted, what an idiot. No. No more of that. It's been changed to a really good ult. Just shoot the ult so that no one dies. I still see a lot of supports die to Squirrel Girl ult because no one shoots the goddamn squirrels. Star-Lord, I think this character is actually slept on right now. I'm going to make a crazy ranking here and put this here. I think his ult, I don't know if he actually got nerfed in terms of his ult, but his ult feels shit. I don't know. I've played against a lot of Star-Lords since coming back, but they legendary and then they just die. And they're just seemingly not doing as much damage as they were before. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe no changes have occurred, but it feels like he's exploding. However, he's so good against flyers because he can actually get up there and then just E, and he's like pretty hard to hit in the air because of how fast he is, and he can obviously just at any point just start falling. So I'm going to put him here. I think he's really good, and even if he's not up in the air with the flyers, his shots still like are very fast and hit their marks pretty easily. So I think it's fair enough for me to put him in A here. I'm just going to do it. We need to just go through these, man. Storm, I think she's not as good as the other flyers. Obviously, ult is really good, but I'm just going to put her here. That's my general. I think all of the flying characters except for Ultron and Torch, I think these two are still really good. I mean, she gives damage boost to all the flyers, makes it really work. Her ult is boosted. I think it's fair enough to put her in S, bottom of S. I think Penny could maybe slightly. I could see an argument for Penny below Storm, but I'm going to put her there. Okay. So here's the thing, right? I have made multiple tier lists now at this point, and everyone I've made the same prediction. His character's really good, no one's using him. And now, he's gotten buffed, he's really good into flyers. His ult is crazy now. The fact that he moves so much faster, there's less, I think, wind-up time or something like that. It might just be that he just moves faster. I think it is. He moves faster while not shooting and while shooting. And it's a crazy movement speed buff. So it's like, dude, he's just... I will never understand why more people don't play him. I think it's more so just people like to play burst characters. So shit like this and Namor just kind of slip through the cracks when they're just straight damage, just straight DPS fully. I don't know, I really like those characters. I play Bastion as my DPS main in Overwatch, so it's like, I think he's really good, and honestly, I'm gonna put him top of A above Namor. I think he is just Namor, but better in terms of dealing with flying characters and just outputting straight DPS. I think he's really good. His turret's pretty good. It's just like, he's just not getting used, and I don't know why. Ah, buddy. So here's the thing. He's bad. It's flyer meta right now, man. He can't do anything against him. He can survive on the ground for a very long time, and I think if supports are stupid enough to get too close to their tanks, he can run in, stun them up in the air, and it only takes a little bit for him to kill them, and he has a surprising amount of survivability, but obviously he literally cannot hurt flyers, and we're in flyer meta. Actual ranking, he'd be here. However, to annoy the Rocket players, he's going here. I do think Warlock's better. I will still be playing the Thing if I'm forced to play tank and can't, like, play Cap for some reason, because I do really like him. However, you can't really solo tank as Cap, unfortunately. This is still a better option, I feel, in most games. But that's just copium, and it actually is probably still better to play this. But I'm like, dude, I'm solo tanking, I'm playing the Thing, you guys can deal with it. Maybe play tanks next time, assholes. Thor, this character's really bad right now, and I know that's gonna annoy, like, flats. I think everyone is kind of in agreement, other than him, that the changes. These Thors be doing nothing. Nothing. It's crazy, man. And it's like a lot of the times they try to. I see them like go into flanks, don't get anything, and then for some reason they try to like dash into the air towards me while I'm on like Ultron. And it's like, brother, what are you doing? Your dash is not that good. Just sit down there, wait for your fucking Thor force to be up if you want, and try to shoot at me then. That's the only way you're gonna hit me unless I'm an idiot. But yeah, Thor is just the fact that he has to spin up his like charge forward as well means a lot of other characters like Bucky and stuff are able to use their kind of pushing abilities and fucking stun him, both get like on the ground, and then the opposite team just blows you up before you're able to get out of the animation even. And it's like, sure, I might lose a DPS or something, but they're losing a tank. It's just, I've seen so many Thors fall onto the fucking ground and die miserably that it's like, I I can't put him in a good placement, right? Is he? Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna put him there. He's here. I think he's here. Oh, look, the two like somewhat reworks next to each other. This character, the character I've played the most this season so far, and the character I enjoyed the most in the game, dude. This is definitely gonna be my main going forward. I think for sure. And I think he's so fun. Do I think he's good? He's okay. I mean, I think he's a lot better than people are saying. People are saying he's really bad. I think he's honestly alright. He makes it so that the flyer meta works really well because he can be up there healing and assisting when he needs to be. The shielding's really good. People really sleep on the alt fire shielding. I think that shield is crazy. Because it's like, he's not a main healer. He'll never be a main healer. That's for sure. He's just not built like that. He ain't got it like that. However, I think the infinite range is really nice. The shielding is crazy. The shift, it just gives him that boost is so good. I don't care who you are, you cannot track a shifting Ultron. You're not that guy, pal. I want to see someone do it, but I haven't seen anyone do it so far. Like the initial dash, not the moving around. Obviously, he's still pretty slow during the after initial like thing, but the shift is a get out of jail card for a few seconds. I think he can be really good, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on him, and his team up actually puts him really high up. I'm honestly gonna put him here. I think he's very middle of the road right now. I think his ult's really bad. I'm gonna say that straight up. His ult is garbage. There is no defending that. It's just like, best you're hoping for is to nuke out a support. However, most of the time you're gonna get nuked before that if the team is smart to go, oh hey, that Ultron up there that's nuking, that's gonna have to pretty much stand in place. Let's just nuke him out of there. And he's pretty much a bigger target. You're able to see him more because of all the drones around him. It's not enough damage to be good. Obviously, you could focus healing on it, and it's okay. I mean, it does do good healing. However, as we've seen with Rocket, I like healing as a side point. I mean, I played Warlock where it's like, yeah, I'm enjoying keeping people up and keeping myself up, having some self-healing. However, my main focus is going to be damage, then healing. Like, that's just how I think it should be in it. Like, even tank, I think your main goal is applying pressure, doing damage, and then it's the protecting your team. I think in a hero shooter, maybe that's a crazy take. I think you should just be always doing damage. That should be your main focus, is kill the enemy team. Because if you kill the enemy team, guess what? They can't kill your guys. Offense, greatest form of defense. And on support, I kill that guy. He can't do any more damage. Gives me time to heal you. Venom. I know he's gotten a lot of nerfs because dive meta was so strong. I still think he's alright. It's just, he's kind of a worse Hulk in a sense. He's got more mobility, definitely easier to get in and out. However, does he really do anything? I'm like fine with him here. I do think Moon Knight's still better, and I think you can do good with Venom. Once again, this is a question of if you, I think almost every character on here you can do something good with. Side with you, buddy. I wish you could. I wish, but flyer meta too strong right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think you can do really good things with Venom. However, at a base point, I just don't think he's very good. Winter Soldier, another weird one, right? Because, again, is always going to be stupidly good. Like, you're gonna probably get one guaranteed every time. You move so fast, it's so hard to blow him up. It's like, as long as they're smart, they can get one. And sometimes the whole team, like, it's such a scary ultimate. And even at baseline, he does good damage. He has very good duels because he gives himself so much shielding. I'm fine with this. That. Yeah, there. I'm fine with that. Wolvie, I haven't seen any Wolverines, our last hero here, and they'd not be out much. Like, there's been a lot of Wolverine skins, and even still, don't see him much. And, like, he's really good if the person's really good. If they're not really good, he's really bad. He's one of those characters, and I still think he's alright. I mean, he's really bad right now, especially with healer meta, though. He just cannot get up there to get them very easily at all unless he has a rocket jump boost. Where do I want to put him? I'm going to put him below Ultron, I think. I think this is fair. And I don't want to make any adjustments. This video is 45-minute long. I'm happy with this. You know what? I'm just going to call it here. This is my official, no contest, easiest tier list of my life. Season 2.5 tier list right here for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. CY, fucking @ sign.